Most men live miserable lives, while the top 1% get to live the highest quality of life imaginable. While the difference factor seems huge, even you often forget that we all are humans. We all breathe the same, bleed the same, and die the same. Listen closely. This difference is not caused by a huge single thing as you might believe, but caused by the small differences that add up to become the mountain. The habits you do each day shape your entire life. Unfortunately, almost all men choose habits unwittingly, being led away from the right ones. This is not a coincidence. Society does not want you to be strong. Rather, it wants you to be weak, so that you can be its slave for all your life long. If you are watching this video, it is clear that you are not someone who wants to live as a slave. So here are 5 habits every man must implement in his daily routine. Number 1. Mornings. I classified this as not 4 individual habits, but a single category. The reason is that what you do in your mornings shapes your days, and the biggest purpose of what I'm about to explain is exactly that. Most men, after waking up, just hit the snooze button and continue sleeping. You must be different. From the choice to keep dreaming or to get up and chase your dreams, you must select the one that gets you progress. You have 2 hormones that control your sleep: melatonin and cortisol. Melatonin is what makes you sleep, and cortisol is the opposite. Immediately when you wake up, you want to trigger cortisol release and cut off the melatonin in your body. To do that, there are 2 must-do things. First of all, you want to get as much light in your eyes as possible, preferably sunlight. Second, you want to splash your face with cold water and go to the kitchen to drink some water. These 2 things will get you awake enough to carry out the rest of your morning routine. To get ready for a good day, your morning must give you confidence throughout. The most powerful way to do that is doing something you hate to do, because after you've done it, you will feel like you can do anything. For this, I advise 2 things. First, you want to take a cold shower. Cold showers have been proven to increase testosterone, induce muscle growth, clear your skin, and also release cortisol. This means if you were not fully awake yet, you are now. Also, they are obviously not fun to take at 6 in the morning, so the discomfort factor is in full effect. Next, you want to do whatever physical activity you have planned out for the day. Most people with jobs or school don't do anything before leaving home, but it is proven that exercise, no matter aerobic or anaerobic, increases learning and productivity throughout the day. It will most likely suck, but you have to do this, and most importantly, before breakfast. You have to keep your stomach empty and eat afterward. Go to the gym, do a home workout, or go out for a run. Just get the exercise done in the morning to shape the rest of your day. Most people will complain that they don't have enough time, forgetting that they can create time by shifting their sleep to allow for an earlier morning. You have no excuses. Number 2, productivity. You most likely are not free the entire day. However, even if you come home at 6, you will still have 4 or 5 hours to work on yourself. Most men will waste these hours, saying that they are tired or that they have no time to rest. Listen, time management is really easy if you just man up and sacrifice your free time, so your excuses don't matter. With already having exercised in the morning, you will dedicate half of the time you have to productivity. You want to spend time creating. Today, most people have fallen to consumerism, which is being exploited. But this also means creators have more opportunities than ever before. For these hours, you will hustle, trying to achieve something impossible to achieve with a 9-to-5 job: financial freedom. Spend these 2 hours learning a skill and using it to make money. People say that money doesn't buy happiness, but that is a huge lie. The only reasons for that phrase to even exist are that the rich want you to stay poor, and that the poor want to have an excuse for being who they are. Keep that in your mind while you hustle. Number 3, spirituality. There are 3 major aspects to a day: physical, mental, and spiritual. We have covered the first 2, now it is time for the third. Every day you want to do something that will keep your spirit alive. This might be meditation, praying, or something you have found that works for you. In Islam, you must pray 5 times a day, which seems like a huge amount. However, all these prayers last as short as 10 minutes. In total, All the prayers you do in a day add up to less than an hour per day, including the optional parts called sunnah. Spreading this to 5 different acts per day keeps your connection to Allah alive throughout, and with it, you reap the benefits the entire day as well. You will be more aware and pragmatic afterward, being relieved of your stress. Spirituality is also a great way to realize your flaws and admit to yourself what you have been doing for what reason. Most men lie to themselves because they are afraid of the truth. Spirituality and mindfulness are the go-to places to tell yourself the truth without fear, especially if you are confessing to Allah, who already knows about it. Keep your spirit alive, as it is what connects you to this world. The mind and the body are mere vessels for the spirit, and it is upsetting to see almost everyone neglect it. Number 4, sacrifice. Everyone always sacrifices something in every moment, even if they don't know it yet. The fact is, if you are not willing to sacrifice for your goal, then the sacrifice becomes the goal itself. You may think the couple hours you waste per day may not be sacrificing anything, but you actually are sacrificing your time, which means you are delaying your goals, and you have to know that your time is limited. All the men you look up to know when and what to sacrifice. I am not telling you to cut out all the enjoyment out of your life, but you have to sacrifice your current pleasure to have joy later. The truth is, most people today chase instant gratification, the pleasure you earn from the likes of masturbation and video games. If you want to be informed more about these destructive things you must sacrifice, watch the video in the cards, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing information. But shortly, you have to embrace what is called delayed gratification, which is when you delay your pleasure and joy, putting in the work by doing things like working out, and get 10 times that joy later on, when you have a jacked body. The truth is, the only way to reach your goals is to chase delayed gratification. Yes, I know it is easy to quit without any pleasure in sight, but keep reminding yourself what you will reach in the end, and eventually, you will start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Number 5, planning. Most men go into a day blind, which is why you should never do it. In this age, what the majority does is often the wrong choice, and this is no exception. At the end of your day, carefully lay out everything you are going to do tomorrow on paper. Write in detail what you will do, for what reason, and how you will do it. With this information, you won't feel lost the next day as you already wrote what you will do and how you will do it, and you won't question why you are doing it because you wrote that down as well. Afterwards, I want you to read everything you wrote down and make any changes if you need to. When you finalize tomorrow's plan, go in front of a mirror and read it aloud. This will make you imbibe your plan in your mind and will make it easier to act on it tomorrow. You will thank yourself tomorrow. Don't forget, knowledge without action is no use. After this video, you may watch more, but don't restrain from applying the information you gain to your life. Stay tuned for my next videos. We will all make it.